Blue Acorn legit? And can you still get PPP funding, loan forgiveness to build, grow, expand, and even get out of a tight pinch? Hi, this is Michael from Viral Home-Based Pursuits, as well as Alternative Business Funding Academy. And in this Blue Acorn review, I'm going to be going in depth, pulling back the curtains to show you all there is to know about them. Can you still get a PPP loan? How does that look? What does the future hold? And so much more information you're not going to want to miss. So stick with me until the end of this video. But before I get started, if this is the first time you're watching me, I do come out with videos like this on funding, alternative business capital, small business loan solutions, all different types. So if you don't want to miss a single video I'm going to be coming out with in the future that's going to share with you all this knowledge, where you can go to apply, what's the best need for you and your small business specifically, make sure to subscribe, click on the bell notification icon so you don't miss a future video I'll be coming out with. Now let's get into this. So Blue Acorn, they are legit. Do not worry. I know that feeling where you're like, are they? I've seen a lot of platforms out here. I'm not sure which one to trust. They all tell me about PPP loans and even different types of small business loans you are unsure of. Don't worry, they are legit. And if you're asking, are they accepting applications? At the time of me making this video, specifically, they are not. Okay. Now, keep in mind, this is at the time of making this video, and it is congruent with us moving forward, what I'm going to be releasing here. So unfortunately, they are not accepting applications. It says here, we are currently unable to accept new applications for PPP loans due to high volumes. Now I'm going to stop there. So if you've been doing your research, I've been in this space for a while, helping people get the right type of alternative business loan when the banks deny you, when you cannot reach into your savings account anymore, withdraw, either because it's depleted or just trying to save it for a rainy day or another reason. You can't ask for friends and family's help anymore. What I've seen from this is with the SBA and the PPP loan, we know that in May it had stopped. It was no longer being issued. Not to say that the people who had already applied were not getting second and third PPP fundings, and there are requirements to those. And if you're one of those people, great. If you're not, if you haven't even applied for one, this wouldn't really apply to you. But due to high volumes, there was a time where people were asking, well, why can't I get funded, or will I be able to get funded? There was a lot of uncertainty, and that's because what happened is, like, through the government, it's like they were still trying to process the people who first time applied, and you still had people second and third, and they were not able to get them out as quickly as they wanted to. And a big part of that reason was the background checks and the documents and the process of just, when I mean background, is just understanding like their business identity and what they're trying to get, what they want, what they're looking for. That's what I mean by it. And so some people weren't being as honest, and that takes more time to issue out. With the SBA, that can be funded into your accounts in like a couple of weeks. It takes 30 days, 30 even months, 3 to 6 months sometimes. So you just kind of have to be careful of that. So if your application is SBA approved, you can rest assured that your funds are secure and they will be transferred to your account ASAP. If you have applied for a PPP loan but have not yet received SBA approval, we will continue to process your application and keep you updated on the status. So there are people who have come to me and been like, well, I sent them an email about loan forgiveness or my second and third withdrawal, and some people are having trouble getting a response back. Don't worry, they're working on that. As we're saying here, you should be notified of your status. So they know how important it is to keep the backbone of the American economy running. We are doing all we can to advocate for another round of PPP to get you your funds and what you need and deserve. So this is very common across all platforms, right? You're going to get a similar message. I'm not going to start listing them, but there are many of these PPP lenders who will give you the same type of a message. Now, if you are like, where do I go? I can't get a PPP loan, or the SBA isn't working for me, and that's another option, especially if you're a startup. There are ways you can go through there. I'm not going to get into the specific type of SBA forms. There's also ways where you can get revenue-based funding for non-startups. And there's startup ways too with merchant cash advances. So if you are a non-startup and let's say you want up to 2 million and even up to 25K same day instant approval, funds deposited into your account so you can move forward, go to sleep well at night, wake up in the morning, not frustrated, feeling in pain, like what is today going to bring? Am I going to have to close my doors? And you are a non-startup, if that's something you're interested, look down below in the description to check that out. There'll be some requirements you can go through to see if you can qualify for that. As well as I'll have other options down there for startup funding, SBA, etc. And you can also pick up my free 6-step pre-approval lending checklist. So this will walk you through understanding in depth each and every step, as well as a lot of bonus content that how do you start, before you start an application, what are the steps to take? And I know this is something that I had trouble with in the beginning for myself too. And I was trying to figure out, okay, well, what do I do? Do I just go into an application or do I need to know a set of things beforehand in the type of industry that I'm in? So if you don't want to feel like you're uncertain anymore, if you do not want to waste any time, go ahead and check that out. I'll leave that free resource down below in the description. But let's continue to move forward. You can see up here it has about us and then about PPP FAQ, which I'll be getting into in just a moment, and then the contact. And then if you have a login, you can do that. Scroll down here, you're going to see some testimonials. And if you're questioning whether these are credible, they are, okay? And I know the skepticism that comes with reviews and these like marketing people, like just trying to sell you based on the testimonials, right? And that's not the case here. There are people just like yourself who are struggling, startups, sole proprietors. You've been in business for years, or you're not getting the right type of help you need and the right type of lending service. Okay, so we scroll down more, see more reviews, and just how to use Blue Acorn and how applying just takes 5 minutes and it's completely free to get into. And then how they know accessing loans can be difficult. Let's do this together. Let's come down here to the frequently asked questions. And again, before I get started on this, if you just came in here to see if it was available or not, at the time, again, of me making this video, it isn't. And I went over why. It's just something that stopped getting funded, and the amount of applications they had to take in as well, going in the 700 billion issued and over 8-point-something million small businesses helped. You have to come to a consensus that this is bound to happen, and they have to process these things. Again, check through people's background in terms of are they fundable, like with business identity, etc. So what documents do I need to get started? None to get started. All they need is basic information to better understand your business. So eventually they're going to need a few documents to support the loan amount they're requesting from the bank. They're going to determine that together and make it easy for you to submit it. So how much does it cost? Nothing. There are no fees to business owners or independent contractors to apply or receive PPP. Is Blue Acorn a bank? No, they are not. They are a lender service provider. What does this mean? They help you to do the PPP paperwork, and they partner with a bank to apply for and secure your loan. They have partnered with multiple CDFIs, community development financial institutions, to process the loans for you. They are all backed up by the FDIC, SBA registered, and fully compliant with all regulations. So you don't have to worry about getting in some type of a mix-up. You know how some lenders, sometimes they're out to get what they want, and they're not looking in the best interest for you. And just more information here. So let's kind of switch over here to the Blue Acorn second draw. So it says here, if we scroll up a little bit, so if your business falls under NAICS code 72, accommodation and food services, you may qualify for up to 3.5x monthly payroll cost for a second draw. All second draws are limited to 2 million in funds. Okay, so that's part of that process here. There are no fees for applying for PPP or forgiveness. Approval and loan forgivenesses are subject to your ability to meet government set eligibility requirements. Okay, so good thing is they're working with that. Now, let's see if we can switch over to here. And just in case you didn't know much about the PPP loan process and how that works, I'll leave more information of this down below in the description, as we're kind of coming around and around this Blue Acorn review at this moment in time. I'll try to keep you guys updated with new videos about Blue Acorn as well as other ways with PPP that comes about again, and how it goes moving forward, and all different funding process steps, because I know some of you are just getting started, some of you are in the process of it. And if you have questions, let me know down below in the description, in the comment section. Have you gotten a PPP loan? What are you expecting? Have you tried SBA funding, different types? Have you tried to get a different small business loan? Let me know down below. So just a few steps here to apply for further loan forgiveness. And you're going to go through these steps. Determine if your lender is participating in direct forgiveness. Compile your documentation, non-payroll stuff. 3, submit the forgiveness form. Continue to monitor your application, and so forth there. Let me see if I don't want to skip anything here. Just the way it would look like, you're going to access your PPP application. Step 2, add or confirm existing business information. Step 3, add new requirements for business information. Step 4, enter or confirm your ownership. Step 5, enter or confirm additional owner info. Step 6, upload or confirm documents. Step 7, check your email for additional instructions from the partner, your lender, whoever it is you're applying. That's just the basic step-by-step framework and the process of most PPP applications and how they work, just so you have an idea in a sense if later in the future you decide to do this, if it's open again. Okay, now that's it for this review on Blue Acorn. And like I said, if you want to understand how to get pre-approved and what the process is, so you walk into an application, whichever small business loan type that is, look down below. It's unlike anything you've maybe heard or seen. It's very in-depth. I gave you great options in there. You don't got to pay for this. It is free. Again, you pick it up. As well as you'd like to see my alternative solution for PPP SBA loans, where you can get up to $2 million in small business funding, and as fast as 1 to 2 business days, as much as a week. And if you're doing the up to 25K program, fast, same day, instant approval funding into your account, and even within a day, as well as other, not only working capital, but customer financing, equipment financing. If you're looking for those options, that'll give you way there too. All right, so hopefully you've learned something here. There is an FAQ section here. We covered just some of it. I know I'd be spending a lot of time in this video, but this is just to generally help you understand, okay, is PPP still working? How does it work? The second and third withdrawals, and there's more information here you can look at. And I've been getting asked this a lot of the time, so I wanted to make sure I was upfront with this video. And that's that. All right, so if you haven't again subscribed, please do so. Click on the bell notification icon, like this video, support us. We're trying to grow and help as many people in the economy stimulate it, because you are at the front as a small business owner stimulating the economy. You are the person, you are the business who drives us moving forward and gives us a lot of independency. Okay, so that's everything from me. Thank you for watching.